Alright guys, how's it going? It is Saturday the 11th of April 2020 and you're watching KopTalk.tv. Alright, so guys, how's it going? You alright? Well, I did a bit of streaming earlier on this YouTube channel, so it was nice if you joined me. Thank you for that. No doubt we will be going live again at some point today. Certainly this weekend. Do enjoy it when you come along and we have a good natter. There isn't a lot to talk about football wise, I've got to be honest, but we're keeping ourselves, busy, and like there's a few people saying, do the streams, don't do the streams, I'm bored at home and that. And one of the lads was in there earlier saying, I don't know where I'd be without the streams, like, they're helping. So, basically if you want to be part of a community and want to hang out for a little bit, just pop along to one of the live chats. So what I wanted to talk to you about was, before football was suspended, one of our contributors on the KopTalk VIP members website said that Liverpool were looking at alternatives to Sancho, Havertz, and even Werner at the time, and. So, we started to think, like, who could they be? Who could they be, etc. We were given an indication that maybe someone in France was on the radar. And I know you're thinking PSG and a certain player there, but not him. And I think we were given France or something. And since then, we've seen a lot of, different things, different players linked with us and various speculation, etc., etc. There are three names that keep coming up a lot, two in particular. The third one I would say is more media stuff to keep linking in with us, but these are the three names that I'm watching at the moment. Now, look, I have no Twitter ITK, guys. I'm just saying this is what I am doing. This is what I do, and these are the guys that I'm keeping an eye on. Now, first of all, it's the boy at Lyon, which is interesting because we've got the French, the France connection, if you like, which. This one keeps coming up a lot, and since I didn't really know anything about him, but since I've been monitoring stuff to do with him, he's been linked with quite a few, Premier League clubs, if you like, and I can see why we would be interested in him. I am terrible at pronouncing names, as you know, unless it's John Smith's or Jack Daniels. So his first name, I guess, is Houssem, and his surname is Aouar. All right, you tell me in the comments how you pronounce it. I don't know. I don't know. And one of the reasons I'm not very good at pronouncing names is that I don't listen very much to commentators. I don't really listen much to stuff at all. I find myself like on my phone, like tweeting when Liverpool are playing. I find myself tweeting about the game to other people watching the game and stuff like that. So I don't really watch a lot of TV programs to do with football. I like to watch, like on a weekend, I'll have them on. But when they're waffling away, I tend to just be like, whatever. I like to watch the football basically, and I just don't pay a lot of attention. And but I don't. I'm sure a lot of other people won't know how to pronounce his name. So let me know anyway if you do know. Now anyway, so Houssem space Aouar. That's your boy. This is the one I'm watching more than anything at the moment, and he plays for Lyon. He's a number 8 midfielder. It says he signed a 3-year professional contract at Lyon in 2016. Which I guess was he's 21, so does that mean that was his first professional contract? Maybe he's been with them since the age of 11. In 2009 he joined the Lyon Academy. A versatile attacking midfielder who can play anywhere in midfield and has been praised for his excellent technical ability and his calmness with the ball at his feet. He's of Algerian descent. He holds Juninho and Zinedine Zidane, who is also of Algerian ancestry, as role models, and I think that is also why he's got the number 8. I think is it was worn by club legend Juninho. So I want you to listen out for him. And if you know anything about him, if you've got any opinions about him, please do drop it in the comments, because not only will that help other people, it will also help me. Okay, so he's one that I want you to pay attention to. He's the one that I'm hearing more about than anybody. The next one is Ferran Torres. Okay, now Ferran Torres plays for Valencia. He's 20 years of age. He's down as a winger. I think he's a bit versatile though. Regarded as a talented and highly promising young offensive winger in the media, Torres has been described as a traditional wide midfielder due to his work rate and penchant for running to the touchline, although he is also capable of cutting inside towards the centre of the pitch due to his role, nationality and playing style. Simone Larini has likened him to Joaquin. You know what I mean? Torres is known in particular for his pace, creativity, technique and his close control at speed, which enables him to take on opponents and overload the flanks, while his high athleticism, like me, and heading ability also make him a strong aerial presence. Although he primarily plays on the right, he's capable of playing anywhere across the attacking line. In 2018, Guillem Balaguer noted that Torres is a dribbler, fast on the wing, can play on either wing, and he has got ability and intelligence. He can also play inside if needed. So he is a modern winger. The Valencia Academy Director of Recruitment, Jose Gimenez, instead stated, he's powerful, quick, steady with the ball at his feet and strong in the air. He's unpredictable. When he's running with the ball at his feet, he can go on inside or outside his man because he's two-footed. He can cross, finish and shoot. Very, very highly rated. And there may be a video on this channel about him from a couple of years ago, because I remember a couple of years ago bringing this name to everybody's attention on KopTalk, on a member's website for sure. There may be a video on it, I haven't looked. But I think that we ran an exclusive many moons ago. I mean, I can quickly look on the main website on KopTalk.com. I can put his name in there and see if anything comes up, but this might have been just something on the members website. But we've been talking about this quite a bit on there recently. Exclusive 21st of March 2018, Liverpool tracking Ferran Torres. He was 18 years old at the time. So there is something that the internet's extremely slow. I guess it's because everybody's at home on lockdown. There's a video on there as well. Liverpool Football Club are tracking Valencia star Ferran Torres, full name Ferran Torres Garcia, 18-year-old. There's no point explaining to you his positioning and stuff like that because I've just told you all that. The KopTalk sources claim that Anfield scouts have stepped up their interest in the Spain under-19 international, who is part of this Spain squad that is taking part in the UEFA European Under-19 Championship Elite Round, which gets underway today and runs until March 27th. Liverpool scouts are scheduled to be in attendance at that event to take in 3 fixtures that involve Spain versus Bulgaria, Belgium and France. Under contract until 2020, it says here. Torres, who has been with Valencia since the age of 6, reportedly had his release clause raised from 7 million to 22 million towards the end of last year, following interest from Barcelona and Real Madrid. Newcastle and Tottenham also linked with the highly rated youngster. That was the 21st of March 2018 on KopTalk.com. And we know that he's been under observation since then. And what else was I going to say? As far as I'm aware, I don't know if he signed an extension to his contract. I think that just said 2020. So he might have another year or something. But I do know that he has been in no rush to commit himself further to Valencia. So he's kind of keeping his options open at the moment. And I genuinely think that is another name that you should be listening out for. And I can see exactly why we would be looking at him. All right. So we're going to refer to the other one as the boy at Lyon because I can't pronounce his name. Ferran Torres, we can handle that one. I want you to keep an eye on those two. Those are the two that have been mentioned with us more than anything. And I'm seeing reports in the media about them, especially the boy at Lyon keeps being linked with the likes of Man City and stuff, and I think possibly Arsenal. But I am seeing the media mention these, but these two are also being mentioned to me on a personal level with people that support Liverpool Football Club, but people that I would pay attention to that are usually pretty on the ball in terms of the people they know and a bit of gossip and stuff like that. So for me personally, they're the people I would pay attention to and not just the media. So the boy at Lyon and Ferran Torres, I want you to keep an eye on them more than anything. Now the third one is more media chatter than anything, to be honest. I guess it's Milot Rashica, Kosovo professional footballer, attacking midfielder or winger. Werder Bremen in place for in the Kosovo national team, 24 caps, wears the number 7, 23 years of age. Made his senior debut when he was 16. I've got a feeling this boy did something in the Champions League and caught the eye in that, but maybe I'm wrong. No, I'm not seeing that. I had a feeling that it's shone on the in the Champions League recently. Maybe that's one of the other two. He made his professional debut coming on as a second half substitute in a 3-0 away loss against Southampton for the third qualifying round of the Europa League in 2015-16. But it can't be him. So maybe he's not the Champions League one. Maybe that's one of the other two. Hang on a minute. The boy at Lyon, he scored a goal against Leipzig in a Champions League group stage match, helping Lyon to secure their way into the Champions League round of 16. That was in December. Fuck me, I shit my pants. That was in December. I knew I'd seen something somewhere, and I've got a feeling that might have been a pretty decent goal, and I think that alerted a few people to him. Not sure, guys. Getting sidetracked. So that's the boy at Lyon. Ferran Torres, watch him. Milot Rashica. What can I tell you about him? January 2018, he joined Werder Bremen. 4.5-year contract until 2022. Don't know much about him. I really don't know much about this one at all. And he's been linked with us consistently over the last few weeks during the lockdown. So again, the reason I mention this to you is these are the three names that I'm seeing. Right, I see. Look, every day I see stacks of players linked with us, loads of different names. But these are the three. Two of them have certainly been flagged up to me. The Rashica one, that keeps cropping up as well. But I do the podcast, the KopTalk podcast, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. If you've got Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, a podcast app, Deezer, tuning app, whatever, listen to the KopTalk podcast and the Dunk Knows Best podcast as well. If you can handle more of me, at least you don't have to see my face on them. Well, my mum said it was a pretty face. The KopTalk podcast, I touch on every transfer story every fucking week there, right? I go over everything. And so I see all the different stuff that's been there. It's my job to do that. The VIP members website, I'm on there every day interacting with people. I don't post everything on the VIP members website though, because we tend to stick with things that are credible or sound more realistic. With the podcast, we go over everything and go, is there anything in this, whatever. We're sort of talking about what people are claiming. So yeah, I could add, if I was to say to you, all right, there's these players keep being linked with us on an almost daily basis, I could add 3 more names to that, but I don't want to. I want us to keep an eye on the boy at Lyon, Ferran Torres and Rashica for the time being. That's it. I have no Twitter ITK. I don't tell you what's going to happen, but those first two are names that people that I pay attention to are reporting to me. And that's it. So I just kind of wanted to say, and maybe you've seen something else that we should mention. Drop it in the comments section. I always advise you read the comments, guys. It's it's not all death threats aimed at me. If you see anyone with a sexy green name in the comment or a little football next to the name, that means they're part of my squad. They're a member of this YouTube channel, and they might even be a member on the VIP members website, depending on what membership they have. You can click on join under the video to support me, but you can also just thumbs up the video to support me or leave a comment. That would be much appreciated. If you know anything about those 3 players, do drop a comment. And if you think if you think they're garbage, he's not good enough, let us know. We need to get as much information about these as possible. So they're the 3 names I would advise you to keep an eye on. And that is it. That's my last video for today, guys. I'm going to go and do myself some fish now for my lunch. All right, and I'll probably be streaming again later today on KopTalk.tv right here on YouTube. I hope you do come along and participate because we have a fantastic community. Stay safe, guys. I know it's a shit time. I just want you all to stay well, and let's hope the king, Kenny Dalglish, bounces back from this too. It's a shit going on. Be good, guys. I love you. And I might be here tomorrow with you. I might even come back today. It depends how fucking bored I get. I'm trying to watch Homeland, the most recent season. And I've had it on still pause since yesterday. So I really want to just kick back and watch a little bit. Do you know what I'm saying? Well, I've got a break from the podcast and the members website. So we shall do that. So if I don't see you tomorrow, I'll try and get back with you on Monday. But don't forget the podcast, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. KopTalk podcast, all right? Download an app and you'll be able to listen to it. It's fantastic. All right, guys. Speak to you in a bit. All right.